Hi, it's Hope and welcome to the video. This is going to be a little bit of a different video than I normally do. I normally do like book related videos. But one thing that I've recently started doing over the last about 2 months is just writing out random tweets that I wanted to send but then not sending them. So in this video we're going to be reading some of my Twitter drafts and see what stupid stuff I thought I was going to tweet but didn't. It's also kind of a place where I leave my thoughts, typically towards books, but yeah, so let's get started. I'm not going to have the tweets or anything popped up or anything. I'm just going to say them and yeah, and we'll see what type of stuff I came up with. So I'm going to start off with ones that are on my phone here. I have more on my iPad since I read a majority on my iPad, but we'll start off with the ones on my phone. I'm currently having to remind myself not to re-fall in love with a character in a book I'm reading because of what happened in the later books in the series, but I'm probably going to. This is in reference to, I think, ooh, what character is this? Oh, this is reference to, this is in reference to, a character from Drug by Linda O'Rourke, I believe. Yeah, I believe that. And the next one is too many ideas, no time to actually plan them, and this is for, story-wise, I think. I write Wattpad stories, and I have one that is currently being, written and uploaded, and then another one that's planned, and I have about 27 million ideas in my head for contemporary Wattpad stories, but then I also have 20 ideas for these fantasies that I'm scared to dive into, so that's what that is going to. I'm officially not having kids, LOL. This was when we were babysitting, I think, my 5-year-old cousin and my 1-year-old cousin. And when you put those two together, they are wild because they aren't siblings or cousins. They're my cousins, but they're also each other's cousins, and they are crazy. I swear I only do makeup when I'm bored. This is in correspondence to a day that I just did makeup for the hell of it at 7 p.m. because I was bored and didn't want to do anything. I want to move so bad. I hate our house. I hate our town. That is so true. I hate our town. It's not a small town. Population's about 11,000. But there's nothing to do here. The bowling alley is completely closed, and even then it's really expensive. The swimming pool is limiting people because of everything going on, but even then, I've been there a million times. I know exactly what there is. There's nothing else. Our movie theater shut down a few years ago. Parks aren't that fun for teenagers, and as for our house, there are so many little problems that just annoy me, and I hate the people in this town. They are all, you know somebody who knows someone who knows somebody that knows you. Everything gets around really quickly, and the only thing that is tying me and my parents to this town is my cousin and my uncle. That is it. So yeah. I forgot I wrote this out. There was a group of boys at this restaurant I was at, and I had to walk by them, and I had to yell in my head, "Don't fucking look at them." I always do this when I see good-looking people. Yes, that is so true. And then this is a series of them from the same night. Going to drink for the first time. We were at my cousin's birthday party. There was alcohol. It was fun. My cousin's boyfriend is closer to my age than her age. I'm 16, she's 20, he's 17. Yeah. 3 drinks in and feeling great. Yeah, I sat on the ground of the backyard for 20 minutes just sitting, chilling. And then we just about lit the yard on fire and we set my cousin's pants on fire. Yeah. World's most frustrating thing is when you find the perfect fan art of characters, but then you find out the artist only drew a few of the characters and not all of them. Like, I want my art for my characters to be the same series to match in art styles. Yeah, that was when I was going to put art on my wall, but then I couldn't find artists that did all the characters I wanted, even if it was just for a single series that wasn't overly expensive and it was an art style I like. Yeah, so that was all the ones on my phone that I wanted to share. I honestly forgot about half of those. And now we'll go on here. Now these ones are going to be a lot interesting. A lot of them are book related or specifically like fanfic related. So I used to always wonder how author would come up with ideas for stories. Now that I'm writing Wattpad stories, I have one story I'm writing, one I'm still planning, about 10 ideas for a story pop in my head at random thoughts throughout the day. I already talked on that, but that's true. Revamping my Jenga pieces, and it's taking way longer than I thought it would. Yeah, repainting those Jenga pieces that you've seen in my last, I think, 2 like TBRs, they took literally probably like at least like 20 hours to do in total, with painting them, going in and painting the little pieces, letting it dry and all that. It took at least like 20 hours over the span of like a month. I listen to so many songs about relationship and breakups for someone who's never been in a relationship. Yeah, that is so true. After having our Wi-Fi cut in and out since 4 p.m. and now it's 2 a.m., I can tell you I would die without Wi-Fi. Yeah, and then we ended up not having Wi-Fi for an entire week. I almost died. That's why for a week in August there wasn't any videos, because I didn't have Wi-Fi. I just found out that all the Mortal Instruments... of all the Mortal Instruments books, City of Angels doesn't have an epilogue, but all the other series don't. It doesn't have an epilogue in my physical copy or ebook copy. I just found that weird. Yeah, City of Fallen Angels by Cassandra Clare doesn't have a epilogue, but every other like series, every other book in that series, and I think every other book by Cassandra Clare has an epilogue, and it's both in my physical copy and my ebook copy, which I find that so weird. Like, I was going online googling like, am I missing an epilogue? No. Wow. I'm writing a part of my story and I'm super embarrassed. Like, I know what I'm going to write, but laughing like a 4-year-old while writing it because I'm so embarrassed at myself. I'm wondering how I'll be writing way worse scenes than this. This is when I was writing, I think it was like a makeout scene between characters for my story, and there will be tweets more to do with that up. I remember I draft tweeted something like 3 nights ago. Do you ever just want to jump in the story and yell at the character to shut the fuck up? Yeah. Yeah. It absolutely blows my mind when an author likes any of my posts, but today made me so happy. I posted an Instagram about a book and the author commented on saying to DM her if I wanted art for the next book in this series. Like I'm about to shit myself. Yeah, that happened. I literally like shit myself. I was freaking out. I'm not gonna say what author or anything like that for reasons, but yeah, I was like, I'm sorry, you want me to do what? Of course I did. I got the arc, I read the book, I loved it. Yeah. This. One of my favorite Wattpad stories, and the story I got inspiration for one of my characters in my story I'm planning writing isn't on Wattpad anymore, and at least it's not on my list that I had saved it on. I'm so sad. I've also forgotten the title, so I can't even search for it. Yeah, there's like one Wattpad story that I read that I'm taking a lot of inspiration from my one character from my story that I've yet to start writing, but like I'm taking a lot of inspiration from, and I can't find it anywhere. I do not remember the titles. I can remember like 2 of the characters' names, and like I can describe the cover, and that's fucking it. I can describe the plot, like 2 of the character names, maybe another one, maybe like 3 character names, and the plot, and that's it, and like the cover, and it's annoying me. I'm like, I want to find it, but I don't remember anything about it besides those. Like, fuck, I don't remember the title. Okay, let's move on from that. I just saw a tweet up there that I remember that day, and I have to. The reason it takes me so long to write is I usually listen to music while writing because I can't write in silence, and I end up stopping writing and just start singing. Yeah, I do that every night almost. I'll write for a little bit and then I'll be listening to music, and then randomly I'll just start like singing in the middle of the song, in the middle of a sentence, and then forget about it for 5 minutes, sing the next song, and then realize, oh, I was writing. I didn't, this next one's gonna be very TMI. I didn't realize my body could produce this much snot. Yeah, I got sick, just with a normal cold and flu, at the end of, August, and yeah, I didn't know I could produce that much snot. And then this one that kind of goes around with that is, I've been sick the past 2 days, so I've been sleeping a lot, and now it's 3 a.m. and I suddenly have all the fucking energy in the world. Yeah, I was sick for like a week, but the first 2 days I literally just slept. I just slept, and then at 3 a.m. I was like, okay, let's do everything. Okay. This shows me in a sentence. You know you hate spiders when you see one. You know you hate spiders when you see one. You drop what you're doing and run to your room to grab the phone for a flashlight, grab 3 shoes, 2 to wear, 1 to kill the bitch, then proceed to lose a spider and spend 10 minutes looking for it. Like, yep, that's me. I hate spiders. Spiders can die. There was one in my room literally yesterday that I lost. I'm still freaking out about it. I think it was the same bitch from that night that I was talking about, that with the two shoes wearing, 1 in hand to smack it. And then we're gonna leave it at this. There's so many more, but I might do this eventually in a couple months when I have more. But this is me in a sentence. I am dancing in bed at 3 a.m. searching for Hermione fanfic, and if that doesn't show how weird I am, I don't know what is. Yeah. Beginning of September, I spent a good 2 hours listening to music, searching fanfiction.net for Hermione fanfic. That is one ship that I hate to say that I love. I've read too many fanfics of them. No, funny thing is, I've read so many fanfics about the Harry Potter series, yet I haven't finished the series. I'll gladly read fanfic, but when it comes to actually reading the book, I'm like, yeah, how about no? Because fanfic is usually so much more like darker and graphic and explicit and mature and but I'm going to I'm gonna leave this video there at that. There's so many more, like there's probably at least another 30 more, but we'll save those for another video. I hope you enjoyed the video, and bye!